is alive and well, unfortunately. I can completely see why a lawyer, especially somebody who's arguing a case in front of a judge, wouldn't want to have anything that could predispose a baby boomer judge to not like them so much. I can also see why in the medical industry, there's still, a warranted earned stigma. But I think we're seeing more and more people sort of realizing that somebody can be a heavily tattooed person who really appreciates the art form, who is still a really competent employee, who could reasonably do a journalism job well, who could be a professor or a TA, who could, own their own startup. There's no reason why a tattooed person couldn't really rise to the occasion in those situations.
And as millennials, we're told over and over to just be yourself, be authentic, all that stuff. Are there any existing industries, you mentioned medical professionals, but any existing industries where maybe it's just not a good idea to have tattoos or piercings or any of that stuff?
Well, my mom always warned me against getting tattoos because she said I might want to run for office someday. And I have to say, I do not wish that upon my worst enemy, let alone myself. But I do think that that is good advice to sort of consider if you are trying to enter a baby boomer dominated field. I mean, we see politics. Pretty much everybody in Congress is pretty darn old at this point. And I think we need to sort of keep that in mind if we are looking to do that someday. I do think it's worth considering, though. There are so many talented millennials. And so if hiring managers do want to discriminate against tattooed people, they're going to be losing out on a decent portion of the workforce and a decent portion of the highly qualified workforce.